this is actually a little better because it pours a little nicer in my mix, but it's still thick enough. I think we're going to trowel that out. So put some gloves on there, Luis. Bernie, why don't you mix up another batch? That dirt you can dump out, that we don't need. And then you want to push on it and pull it like that so you reveal the windows, and just push this right into the detail. And you can start by just moving it around, and then once you got it pretty much in there, just push it down and reveal our window shape. So go ahead and take what we've got and spread it into the rest of it right here. Oh, and what helps a lot too is keep your blade wet, so you can either hit the area you're working on or hit this, okay? And you don't need to press all the way down. You don't want to make depressions. So first thing is spread it on, then bear down and go diagonally even, just to reveal the windows, all right? So go ahead and keep that, and keep the water around. Keep it wet. Plaster and water do mix, and plaster loves water, so we can keep it wet. In the old days, when they used to plaster houses and not use drywall, a good plasterer could just use a broad knife and water and actually polish the plaster out and never have to sand it. And that was a great way to do plaster work without having to do a lot of post work. It's looking great. So just keep it level. We want to try to keep this plaster at or just below the surface of the window. Cool. Just step over here and work on that side. Now I know there's a lot of voids, but we're going to continue mixing plaster and adding it to fill those voids. That's just hard plaster. Yeah, you know, it's a little lump. Let's take that out. Okay, go ahead and fill that in. This was a piece of plaster that got hard beforehand and it lifted off, so we don't want to have that. So we're coming back and we've mixed another batch of the plaster with the vermiculite, and we're filling in the rest of the mold. Luis is going to add what's left here. Again, you want to make this wet and then add the plaster to it. And go ahead and scrape out whatever you got left to go in these little voids. And we got our putty knife here. How's that going? Great. And let's clean this edge off a little bit. Okay. More there. Any more in there? Oh, we got to stick. Yeah. So go ahead and take that and let's finish spreading that nice and flat. And I'm going to watch you while I drink this lovely, refreshing Arnold Palmer. Pete, if you could sing the national anthem while I'm drinking this, I think that would be pretty much the show we need to put on. I think you really need that. Okay, so this is great. We've put plaster in, then we've put in our, we've put in our vermiculite and corn cob mix. And we're going to trowel off the top and smooth this out the best we can. Now the nice thing about plaster is, while it's wet, you can clean off a lot of the excess. When it dries, because we put the vermiculite in, it's really soft. So when we come back to this tomorrow, I'll show you how to clean off the back of this with a Surform tool. And I think, should we risk it? Oh, screw that. We can take the whole leveling table. So grab the back end there. All right. Careful. Like so. Okay. Okay, put it back down. Don't worry about the level. Just pull these aside. All right, I'm gonna do something a little dangerous here. You'll know that we just literally poured this during this lesson minutes ago, but we were using 30-minute casting plaster, so hopefully this is set up quite a bit. Since it's still soft, you notice it's a little lumpy on the back side, so I'm gonna take this, which is our Surform. This is a It's made by Stanley. They come in different sizes. The 1-foot model with 2 handles on it. You can also get a single hand one. It's got a lot of excess plaster in it. While we were off, I scraped out that other mold so we could put the new plaster in. So you just want to clean out that excess and take the Surform, and we're going to very gently go over the surface here and scrape off all the excess. It literally, like a cheese grater, will clean off all of this excess plaster sticking up. And what we should be seeing is the rubber mold sticking through. So see, so now we're seeing a little more window. So that's going to clean the back off, give us a smooth back. The reason we want that smooth back is we're going to be adding this to one of our buildings, and we don't want a big void between the face of the building and our casting, so we want to smooth our casting out the best we can to get those surfaces to meet. So you look anxious. And what we want to do is scrape till we start seeing the exposed rubber. Yeah. The nice thing about the rubber is the rubber doesn't get scraped by this, only the plaster. The hard plaster will get scraped, but the rubber will stay there. So if you want to just gently go over the surface and get to where we expose the window, a little harder. Hey, Linz, you get me another Surform? Surform? It's in the tool room. They're marked with, it says sculpting tools. You go to the very back of the room, plastic bin says sculpting tools. So we're gonna get a second one of these. But you can see Luis has already exposed all these windows. He's already smoothed out the back considerably. And this step is gonna save us a lot of time when we build the real building, or put this on the building, because we'll have a smooth surface. Now, to be fair, for our breakaway buildings, this is going to be the wall. We won't be gluing it to anything else. It's going to be freestanding, but this is important to show how we can clean this up. And I'm doing this when it's green. In other words, the plaster is still soft, so it's easy to use the Surform. If I were to wait till tomorrow morning, the plaster would be really hard, and that would make it much more difficult. But that's actually cleaning up pretty nicely. And the reason it also is able to come off easily is because the vermiculite and the corn cob in there's really not much plaster left. We've really just got this sort of grape nuts-like material that we're scraping off. And the plaster, yeah, go ahead. The plaster is just holding it together just barely, which is what we want. We only want the plaster to hold this together enough so we can get it out of the mold, stand it up, glue it together, paint it, and then when we're all proud of our work, we can have someone smash it. So this is working out really well. So now we've got this exposed set of windows. We don't have to do a lot of cleanup. We're seeing the edge of our part, which is the rubber coming through. Look at that. It's gonna be beautiful.